Okay. A very good morning to all of you children. In today's session, we'll be revising or we'll be recapping on the topic which we have studied in the last session. That is all about the subject pronoun. And then we'll move on to the new topic, that is the object pronouns. Okay. So before we move on to the object pronouns, let us recap on the same topic. What is a subject pronoun is? Okay. So, okay, children. So let me ask you a question. Agnes, come on, Agnes. Okay, what is a pronoun?
Pronoun is a word.
What is a word? Word means what? Everything is a word. But what is the difference between what is a pronoun?
That which get inserted to represent. Example, I eat, he, we, she, they.
Okay, but you have understood something. So a pronoun is a word that we all of us know it. A pronoun is a word that is used in place of a noun. Okay, that is used in place of a noun. Noun means what? Instead of using the person's name, the place name, animal's name, and things name, what do we use in place of the noun? We use pronouns in place of a noun. Is that clear? Okay, instead of saying Diya, Adnan repeatedly, what do we use? According, if Diya is a girl, we use the pronoun she. If Adnan is a boy, we use the pronoun he. Okay, if you're talking about many people, which pronoun do we use? We use the pronoun they. Okay, if you're talking about people alone, we use the pronoun we. So likewise, we use the pronouns in place of a noun in order to avoid repetition.
Okay, ma'am.
Is that clear to all of you? Is that clear? Yes.
Yes.
So pronoun is a word that is used in place of a noun. Okay. So
place of noun.
No, let's move on to the topic. Okay. So all of you, please do listen. Today we'll be, yes, okay. So we'll be revising on the topic pronouns. All of you, please have a look. So today's topic, which we are moving on to, we'll do a recapping of the previous topic, pronouns. Pronoun is nothing, it's but a word which is used in place of a noun. Okay, pronoun is a word which is used in place of a noun in order to avoid repetition. The subject pronoun which we have discussed in the last session was, these are called the subject pronouns because it takes place the subject in a sentence. Okay, these are the pronouns which are called as the subject pronouns because they take the place of the subject in a sentence. Okay, they take the place of the subject in a sentence. That is the reason it is called as the subject pronouns. Okay. So let's move on to a few examples. All these which we have discussed already, we know the usage of all this. We know when to use. The subject pronouns are, these are the subject pronouns which we have discussed in the last session. These are the I, we, you, they, he, she, and it. These are the 7 pronouns which are called as the subject pronouns. All of you say it once more. I, we, you, they, he, she, and it. Say it again. I, we, you, they, he, she, it. These are called as a subject pronouns because they take the place of the subject in a sentence. Subject is nothing but the doer, or who has done the action is called as the subject in a sentence. Okay. This exercise we have already discussed with. We'll move on to this exercise. So when we discuss this exercise, we'll be knowing more about the subject pronouns. Okay. So we'll start with Nora. Nora, so read the sentence. Rewrite these sentences, replacing the bold words with subject pronouns. We already know what is the subject pronouns are. The subject pronouns which we have discussed is I, it, you, they, he, he, she, we. Okay. So these are the subject pronouns. Okay. Now, Nora, read the sentence. Summer.
Summer gave me a new pen.
Okay, then. So instead here, summer, we are talking about the summer. So summer is the subject in the sentence. Okay, here, summer is a boy. So which pronoun do we use? Yes,
He.
yes, he. So when we rewrite the sentence, we have to write using the word he. He gave me a new pen. Okay, he gave me a new pen. Okay, he gave me a new pen. Have all of you understood? Okay, very good. Now, Dia, come on.
Thank you, ma'am.
Second question. Yes. Dia, read the second question.
The
villagers
are looking for their
watchmen. Yes. Here we are talking about the villagers. So here the villagers are the subject in a sentence. So instead of the villagers, which subject pronoun do we use, Dia?
he.
We. I told you when to use we there. These we are talking about the villagers here. So what we have to use?
We.
Not we. We is wrong. Come on, see here. I, it, you, they, he, she, we. We, I told you when to use it. Only I is included into the we can use we. This is I is not included into the villagers. So which pronoun we can use? Yeah. They, very good. They. So we can use only they. So for the villagers, since it is a pronoun, we are talking about the people alone, we can use it as they. They are looking for their watchmen. Okay. They are looking okay, they are looking for their watchmen. Okay, now Amaya, come on, Amaya, do the next one.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, read the third one.
Rima Seema and Reena are friends.
Okay, Seema and Raina are friends. Here in the sentence, we are talking about Seema and Raina. They are the subject of the sentence. So which pronoun we can use to replace Seema and Raina?
They.
They, very good. Amaya, very good. They
are. Thank you, ma'am.
Very good. Okay. So this is the way we have to do it. So have all of you understood what are called as subject pronouns? Subject pronouns always come in the beginning of the sentence. And subject pronouns is whom are we talking about? They are called as a subject in a sentence. Okay. So these pronouns which we are learning now are called as subject pronouns because we replace the subject with a pronouns. Okay. So that is the reason we replace the subject of the sentence. We replace the noun with the subject of the sentence. So that is the reason we call them as subject pronouns. Okay. Now I want Risa. Risa, come on, unmute it and read the question.
The pen the pen writes well.
Okay, so what? Here we are talking about the pen here. So what we have to do? It, very good. Here, the pen is a subject in the sentence. So it will be replaced by a subject pronoun, it. Very good. It writes well. Unless we know the subject pronoun well, children, we can't move on to the object pronouns. Okay? Now, I'll move on to
Ma'am. Ma'am. Ma'am.
Children, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. Suhana, come on, read the next question.
Ma'am. Jana has many books.
Okay, so Gina, we are talking about Gina in the sentence. So Gina is a girl. So we are talking Gina is a subject in the sentence. It has to be replaced by a subject pronoun. So which pronoun do we replace it with? Suhana, are you there? Give me the answer. Yes?
Has many books.
Ah,
She.
yes, she. Very good. So she has many books. She has many books. Okay. Now, Parvana, come on, Parvana, do the next one for me.
Is a good boy.
Yes,
He is a good boy.
Very good. Abhishek, we are talking about the Abhishek in the sentence. So Abhishek is the subject in the sentence. So Abhishek will be replaced by the subject pronoun he. He is a good boy. He is a good boy. Very good. Okay. Now I hope you all of you have understood. These are the subject pronouns in a sentence. Okay. So I, it, you, they, he, she. I told you to draw the pyramid like this. This is the pyramid. I, then it is it, then it is you. It's a 3-letter word. Then we'll move on to the 4-letter word, that is they. Then we will write he, she, and we. So these are the subject pronouns. Okay, now we'll move on to the object.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
I hope you all have understood. Subject pronouns can be replaced only by a subject in a sentence. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So as we all know, a pronoun is a word that replaces a noun. A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun.
Now.
We all know it. What is a pronoun? A pronoun is nothing but a word that replaces a noun. Okay, in order to avoid repetition. So we have already learned about the subject pronouns. In today's class, we'll be learning more about the object pronouns. Object pronouns are nothing but the object pronouns replace the nouns that are object of the sentence. Okay, that replaces the nouns that are object of the sentence. Object means the receiver of the action. Okay, the receiver who is receiving the action is known as the object in a sentence. Who is receiving, who is doing the action is known as the subject, and who is receiving the action is known as the object of the sentence. Have all of you understood?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
who is doing the action is known as the subject in a sentence, and who is receiving the action is known as the object in a sentence. Okay, for example, okay. For example, Raj loves to play chess with Beena. So that is the sentence. Okay. So here we are talking about the Raj. So Raj is the subject of the sentence here. So Raj is the subject, means who's doing the action. Raj loves to play chess with whom? With Beena. So Beena is the object of the sentence. So when we replace, so what do we do here? When we replace these nouns with the pronouns, how do we change it? For Raj, we can use he. He loves to play chess with. Okay, if it's Beena is the subject, we would have used she. Since Beena is the object in a sentence, we can't use the subject pronoun there. Here we have to use the object pronoun. For feminine gender, that is for a girl or a woman, the object pronoun used is her. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you. So all of you, have you noticed? For subject pronoun and the object pronoun differs. Okay, for if it's a girl or a woman, if it is a subject pronoun, we say it is she. But if that is the object pronoun, we don't use the same word she. It becomes what? It becomes her. Have you all understood? It becomes her. So he loves to play chess with her. That is what we are going to learn in today's class. Is that clear to all of you? See,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
object pronoun replace noun that are the object of the sentence. Now let's have a look at the subject and the object pronouns. We all know these are the subject pronouns. I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. They are called as the subject pronouns. Okay? So I, you, he, she, it, we, and they are called as the subject pronouns. Is that clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If it is replaced by an object pronouns, we can't use the same I here. We have to use me instead of I if we are using the object pronouns. Have you all of you understood? For subject pronouns, we say I, but if it's object pronouns, we don't use the same word I, we say it is me. Have all of you understood? For
Yes,
I, which is the object pronouns used, children, it is me. I, it is me. If it is you, it is the same. For you and it is the same. For if you're using about a boy or a man, if the subject pronoun, in the subject pronoun, we say it is he. The same he can't be used here. For the object pronouns, we use him. H-I-M, him.
Him.
Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here, he is the subject pronoun which is used for a man or a boy. But if it is an object pronoun, we don't use the word he, we use the word him as object pronouns. Is that clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, for he we use him. Okay, if the object pronouns is the receiver of the action, object pronouns are usually known as the receiver of the action. So we don't say he, we say it is him. Okay, him. She. For a girl or a woman, we use the subject pronoun she. If it is an object pronoun, we don't use the same she there, we use her. Is that clear? Her.
Yes.
Now you saw the examples there. Okay, so for I, it is me. You, it is the same you. He, him, she, her. It is the same it here. For we, if you're talking about we, if it is an object pronoun, we use us. They will come the subject pronoun. If they is a subject pronoun, we don't use the same they here, we use them. Okay. Is that clear to all of you? So this is how see here, know the difference between the subject pronouns and the object pronouns in a sentence. The subject is used as the who's doer of the action. If doer of the action, we use these pronouns. Is the receiver of the action, we use these pronouns. That's why the receiver of the actions are known as the object pronouns. Now let's move on to a few examples. All of you look here. So it is him, her, it, us, them, me, you. All these are called as the object pronouns. Okay. I know within one class you're not going to understand everything. It will be revised in the next class too. But please do understand what is being taken now. Okay. The teacher spoke to Louis about his project. Okay. The teacher spoke to Louis about his project. Here Louis is a boy. So which here the teacher is a subject in a sentence. Teacher is the doer of the action. Who's receiving the action here? Louis. Okay. Who's receiving the action here?
Louis.
So Louis is the object in a sentence. So when we transform this into pronouns, how do we write it? That's why I didn't write the answer here. The teacher spoke to, if it is a boy, what do we use? Which pronoun is a boy? Louis is a boy.
Her.
Not her.
Him.
It's a boy means which pronoun do we use?
Him.
Him, very good. We use him. Spoke to him about his project. About his project. Okay. So have you understood? The teacher spoke to him about his project. Okay. The teacher spoke to him about his project. So Louis is a boy. So since Louis is the object in a sentence, we use the object pronoun him. Is that clear? That is how it differs. Now we'll move on to the next example. All of you look at here. Abby wanted to go to the movies with Emily. Okay, here we have to transform this Emily into an object pronoun. We have to use the object pronouns are given here. Emily is a girl. So how do we write it? Abby wanted to go to the movies with
her.
Emily is a girl. So what do we write it? With her. Very good.
Her.
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 Clear? With her.
Yes.
Since if you're talking about, it is a subject pronoun, so we use he. Okay, since Emily is a girl and it is used as the object pronouns, we can't say it is she. That is wrong. We have to use the object pronoun that it becomes her. Okay, that is necessary. So we need to know the object and the subject separately. Have you all of you understood?
Yes,
now we'll
ma'am.
move on to the third one. All of you, please do look at it. I found the key under the table. Okay, here I as a subject found what? The key. So key is the object in a sentence. So how do we rewrite the sentence using the object pronoun? I found, since it, the subject pronoun as well as the object pronoun is the same. So how do I write it? I found it under the table.
Under the table.
So the subject pronoun for it and the object pronoun is also it. For you is the same. For all the other words, it varies. Okay, under the table. So please do note that the subject pronoun for it is it and the object pronoun that is for you is you. Both is the same, but for all the other words, that is he, she, we, us, and sorry, we, they, and I, it varies. Okay, so that we have to learn it. Now there is an exercise for you. Is it clear to all of you? So
Yes,
we'll be
ma'am.
doing this exercise now. Who didn't get a chance, they'll be doing it. Emmanuel, come on, do it. Do the first one for me. Emmanuel, come on, unmute it.
Ma'am.
Yes, come on. Replace the highlighted nouns with the subject or the object pronouns.
Like.
No. Read the first sentence. You can't see this? Raj went for a walk in the park.
Raj went
Wait.
for in the park. In the park.
Do this. That is, we'll do it later. Fill in the blanks with the correct object pronouns from the box. Them, it, you, her, him, me. So these are the object pronouns. Okay. So Emmanuel, do this. Do the first one.
Raj.
Cushion.
Raj.
The cushion. You can't see this? Children, can you see the board?
I'm not
Can you
clear.
see the board?
Yes.
Yes, then read the sentence. The cushion is?
The cushion is on
sofa.
The sofa.
You are sitting.
You are
sitting on.
Sitting. You are sitting.
Ma'am, I'm manually mute.
Why? What happened? Emmanuel, come on, read the sentence, Emmanuel. Emmanuel, come on, unmute it and read the sentence. All are ready to answer the questions. If you're not ready, I'll be giving the chance to somebody else. Emmanuel, read the sentence. You're not able to read it? Why?
You are sitting
on.
Yes, come on, read the first question. The cushion is on the sofa.
The cushion is on the sofa.
You are sitting. You are sitting.
You are sitting on sofa.
On sofa. So for sofa, what we have to write? It is a non-living thing. So which pronoun we have to use there?
Are.
Ara. Look at the options given. Them, it, you, her, him, me. So which pronoun do we use there? Since it's a sofa, it's a non-living thing. So which pronoun do we use there?
It.
It, very good. It. Okay, so for all non-living things and animal, if it's a singular, we use it. Is that clear to all of you? So here we are talking about the object pronouns. Okay, now we'll move on to the next person. Abel Rinson, come on, unmute it. Abel, come on. come on. Okay, Andrea, come on, Andrea. Unmute it. And read the second question. Unmute it. Yes, read the second question. Preeti wanted to. Preeti, come on, read Andrina. Preeti. I couldn't hear you. Louder. Preeti. Take a lot of time to read one sentence. Preeti wanted to have. Wanted to have ice cream. The waiter handed the cone to Preeti. So since Preeti here is the object of the sentence, how do we write it? Preeti is a girl. So how do we, which pronoun do we use here? If it is a subject, if it's a girl, if it's a subject pronoun, we use she. If it is an object pronouns, what do we use for girl?
He.
He. Who can give me the answer?
Ma'am, Janita.
Yes, Janita, come on, give me the answer.
Her.
Her, very good. Children, all of you, please do learn it. If it says for a girl or for a woman, if it's a subject pronoun, we use she. If it is an object pronoun, we use her. H-E-R, her. Clear? For a
Yes,
boy or a man, subject pronoun is he. But if it's an object pronoun, we use him. Okay? We use him. And similarly for I is a subject pronoun. The object pronoun used is me. M-E, me. For we is a subject pronoun. So the object pronoun is us. They is a subject pronoun. And the object pronoun used for they is them. For it and you is the same. The subject pronoun and the object pronoun is the same. Is that clear? Okay.
Yes,
so accordingly, we have to see it. If it's a boy or a girl, or if it's talking about many people, or if it's talking about a thing or anything. Okay. So likewise, you have to. Okay. Aiden, Roger, come on, Aiden. Come on, read the next question. Mother bought
apples.
Mother bought apples.
Before eating,
wash properly. Here mother is talking. Mother bought apples. So here mother is the subject and apples are the object in the sentence. And the second sentence is, again, we are talking about the apples here. So before eating, wash apples properly. So how do we use the apples as a pronoun here? As the object pronouns here? Aiden. Since apples are many in them, we can't use it. So what we can use there? Who can give me the answer? Yes? What do we have to use there? Before eating, wash. Come on. Who can give me the answer? Who are ready with the answer here?
They.
Them it is. Okay? So before eating, wash them properly. Is that clear?
Wash them properly.
Apples are many in number. If it's an apple, we say it is it. Apples are many are there. So what do we use there? Them. Okay. So mother bought apples. Before eating, wash them properly. Okay. Okay. So I hope it's clear to all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
So the object pronouns will be taken in the next session too. That is on Monday. That before that, let me see to that I'll be sending the notes to you so that we'll have an, an idea about the topic. Okay. So today's what we learned about is all about the subject pronoun and the object pronoun. We have to know the subject and the object separately. Only then we will know what is the subject and the object in a sentence, and accordingly we can use the pronouns accordingly. Is that clear?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so all the pronouns are given all together in your workbook, but if you learn it in that way, we are not going to understand anything clearly. So as we learn in this way, the subject has such, object. When a sentence is given, separate them into subject and object and replace them with the exact pronouns. Okay, children. So I hope
Okay,
it's clear
ma'am.
to all of you. The notes will be sent.
Yes.
The notes will help you to learn more about the topic. Okay, children. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Bye. Bye. Have a good day. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, children.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, children. Bye.
Bye,
See that you copy the notes, okay? Bye, bye.
Okay, ma'am. Bye.
Okay,
Have a
happy
good
Diwali to all.
Happy Diwali, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. Bye, children. Bye.
Monday.
Bye, children. Happy Diwali. Bye.